but we're about to get them on, and then we're going to go live on all the platforms as soon as I get my as soon as I get the link up. We're going to be talking about the sister circle that we're forming. There's a survey. This is not the right profile I'm in. Let me sign out of this profile and sign into the next profile. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm on a time crunch right now. And so I wanted to just get live because sometimes I spend so much time preparing for a show that it takes a really long time to go live. So there we go. We got that up. I'm not even turning on the apples for this show because the purpose of this show is to get you all to know about the sister circle, to answer any questions that we have live. And so the link should be populated. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I
Did
see
you
you all
listen
are
to the
coming.
new Drake album?
Oh my goodness. Opening up these things and then a whole bunch of stuff starts playing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey Kia, Jessica, Sepang. How did you get here, Sepang? I haven't sent out the notification yet. All right, let me get into the back. I guess I got my good timing. Well, tomorrow's Monday, so we're gonna let you get off early so you can go to sleep, Sepang. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. So if you all want to just get started on the Sister Circle survey, that is in the description. Let me grab the link right here. And so I just need you all to take the survey and just let me kind of know what's on your heart and mind. You can ask any questions that you need to. I'm going to open up the phone lines in just a moment. I need to get the link out so we could get live on every platform. All right, perfect. There we go. Send. And send. So that has been sent out. Perfect. Let us get this sent behind the scenes. All right. The live alert. There we go. Send. And then text squad. Send. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get live on every platform. All right, we're live on Twitch, we're live on Twitter, we're live on Facebook, we're live on LinkedIn, and of course, you know we are live on YouTube. So I am your host, Tonya TKO. I'm a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I hope you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we use viral topics as teachable moments for self-love, but now we're doing something a little bit different. What we're doing is we're creating a sister circle behind the scenes. Let me just All right, there we go. I just had to refresh that audio connection. Lioness says, I'm so happy that you do live videos still. Why are you happy about that? Do you not like the shorts that I put on the other page? So nonetheless, let's talk real quick. So I want you all to know what it is that I am doing. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I am a professionally trained intuitive life coach. And I am going to be, well, let me turn down the music. I feel like it's competing for me. I feel like I'm talking really loud. We got Netherlands in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, the thing just went out. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to give you all an outline of what it is that we're doing behind the scenes of the group, because when you take the survey, let me open up the survey now and see. I'll paste the link for the survey. Hold on. This is the survey. Let me grab the link real quick. All right, so I'll put the link here inside the chat area. So that's the link for the survey. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, Lakina. Welcome, everybody from all over the world. Wake up, all the children. No more sleeping in bed. So you know what? Something really profound happened to me yesterday. And so this bracelet right here on my wrist, I was getting off of the highway and there were these little girls who were out there selling these sticky little candies. Not even fundraiser candies, but like these arbitrary little, it was like a shoebox of these random like candies from the store. And you know what? You know, I'm a lifetime entrepreneur. I got my start selling. Did I sell snacks first, or did I sell? You know what? I would go to the 99-cent store and I would get little ornaments, and I would get like this. I would go to the, but this was back in the days when they still had stationery stores, and I would get like a gold calligraphy pen, and I would write like little messages on these things or draw like little designs. And people bought these things from me. I was like 12, 13 years old, right? That was my first business. For those of you who have watched my show before and know the background of how I became Tonya TKO. And then after that, I noticed that there were a lot of police officers in the area. So then I started selling snacks to the police officers. And I remember they used to have these mail order books. Remember Pen Pals, mail order books, Word Up magazine? Remember all those things from back in the days? So nonetheless, so I would get these snacks because they were things that I wanted to order, like invisible glasses and like Smurf. I love the Smurfs. Oh my God, I love Smurfette. And then when they came out with the little redhead other Smurf, oh my God, I loved her so much. What was it, sassy Smurf or whatnot? I don't remember her name. But nonetheless, so I wanted to buy like these catalog stuff, like that they would send this stuff to your house, and then you could get like invisible ink and all these things. But my parents would not get that stuff for me. So I needed little bits of money and stuff. So so we started selling treats. And then it went on from there. But nonetheless, I was getting off the highway and there were these little girls, they were about 9 years old, by the side of the highway selling these random little candies. And my heart just went out to them. And I went to give them some money. And they were like, and one of the girls was like, "You want some candy?" And I looked inside that thing and I was like, "No, no, I do not want that. If you saw the way this thing was presented." And then this other little girl was like, "You want a bracelet?" And I was like, "Who made the bracelets?" And she was like, "I did." And I was like, "Okay, well, if you made it, then," I was like, "I'll take the turquoise one." And she was like, she handed me a red one, and I was like, "No, the turquoise one." Then she handed me a brown one. And I was like, "How you said you made these bracelets and you don't know what turquoise is?" So then I went and I touched the bracelet. I mean, I guess it was obvious that she didn't make the bracelets. I don't know where they got these things from, but when I pulled away from them, I was in tears. Like I wept so much for them because I thought about how unsafe it is for black girls out here in I thought about how unsafe it is for black girls, just vulnerable black girls who are in need of help. And I thought about who was going to come to quote unquote help them and what that help would look like on the side of the highway. When I say the side of the highway, I mean as you're exiting, it's like they're standing right there at the exit because there's a stoplight there. And so my heart just went out to them, and I decided that I'm going to start using my talents. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about those girls, right? I'm just thinking about those girls. And I'm going to begin to use my skills because we talked to a therapist the other day on the line, and I realized that I've spent a lot of years cultivating my craft, working on myself as a human being and as an individual, and I want to be able to help you all too. So I'm keeping this bracelet on as a reminder of giving back. I'm remembering where I got this bracelet from. And the reason why I wanted the turquoise one was because when I was traveling overseas many years ago, they had like they called it turquoise, right? And there are these people called Bedouins who are like nomads. And so they sell jewelry and stuff. And I thought about the full circle of it as me. I'm not going to cry. 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 As me as a girl from the Bronx, seeing what it is that I saw growing up. I mean, even with two parents in the home, there was so much that I saw. And I thought about the full circle of me then traveling into the deserts of Jordan, right across the Dead Sea from Saudi Arabia and Israel. And I thought about the full circle moment that I was in and what turquoise means to me. Turquoise to me means traveling abroad, the deserts, the Bedouins, sleeping in a gypsy camp, right? That's what that means to me, right? I saw the video with the boys and I sent that to somebody in California and he gave me some background information on that. But nonetheless, and I thought that it was all full circle with even seeing that video, right? And Sunshine is saying, do you really have confidence in the matchmaker? It's more than just about the matchmaker. It's about us living in an attraction-based universe. But nonetheless, the topic of today's video, and we are going to be doing that tomorrow. We're starting tomorrow, but nonetheless, right? Because I have something that I have to do tonight, so I need to make this video pretty short. I'm going to open up the phone lines in just a moment so you can ask your Q&As. And I thought about that full circle moment, and I really am dedicating this quarter of my life into giving back. So I am starting with adult women and parallel simultaneously working on getting into the schools and into after school programs or any type of program where I have access to children 9 to 12, that age range where they're really in their formative years and when their minds are still pliable. So I want to there's a lot of need out there, and I feel just in my spirit I feel that that's the demographic that I'm going to go after simultaneously with grown women, because little girls turn into women, and there are a lot of us out there who need assistance, and there are people who are my knockouts who need assistance. So I put the link, right? I put the link in the comments area as well as in the description of every video. Please take this survey. Let me refresh. 2 people have taken the survey so far, right? So I got your survey, Felicia and Lisbeth. I got both of your surveys. And I see that you all, one person is able to meet on Sunday, the other person on a Thursday, 8 p.m. or 6 p.m. And it says here the ideal length. Okay. Look, let's see. One person says 90 days, the other person says 60 days. And then we're talking about one person said they're not willing to invest. If you're not willing to invest, what more is there? There's not much more to say. If you're not willing to invest, you got to be willing to invest in yourself. So it says, so 3 people said they need a scholarship. One person says they do not need a scholarship. And in terms of how much they need assistance with, one person says, oh, they need $50 worth of assistance. 3 people said they're ready to get started this coming April. And listen, you don't need to take the survey while you're live on air, because I see that one of the persons did not answer the personal questions where it says, during this coaching, I would like assistance with, and she said, not sure. Babe, if you don't know what you need assistance with, like, have an idea of what you need assistance with. Think about your life and how you envision your life. Think about that. So, all right. So I see that they're coming in now. There are 7 that are in, but really, you know what? If you're looking at this on your phone, go to your computer. That way, while you're listening, you can fill out the survey as you listen, because Rose says she needs a babysitter. This is going to be virtual over Zoom. So depending on the age of your children, you may be able to give them something to occupy them for the hour. However, if you want them out the house, or if you want to go into your car, because you are going to need private time to be able to talk. I'm looking at the ages. It looks like it's a split between 31 to 35 and 41 to 45. And then we got 36 to 40 as well as 26 to 30. Most of the women are Black. One is Black Hispanic and one is mixed non-Hispanic. Okay. There's the things are still coming in. So I'm going to open up the phone line right now so that you can ask me any question that you need to ask me while you have me live on air. So here, phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. I am going to be taking your questions. Somebody said there are places, or Sapanga saying there are places in the world that have people so poor that the only way God can show him or herself is by food. Life is deep, but we can start where we're at. What do you mean God shows him or herself via food? What do you mean by that? Or you mean that they get food or they make food or that their food is shaped like God or that they do their prayer to God? I need to understand. So we're doing just a little survey right now. So you can answer the questions as you can. I'm Afro Latina 32. Okay, well, look, take the survey. Patty just got hurt at work and is late. Well, welcome in. We enjoy having you here. Phone line is open, so you can call in. I already have a therapist, but that matchmaker scares me. I bet she still believes Black males in the diaspora are better when in reality they all suck. She's setting you up for failure. You know what? I think about that sometimes. However, I believe that we live in a matrix, and I believe that a lot of what it is that, oh, I have no volume. I have no volume. You're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name and where you calling from? There's something going on with my audio. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure that. Oh, okay. You're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Shantae from Queens, New York.
Hey, we got Roxanne Shante from Queens, New York. Talk to me, girl.
Yes.
What's your question?
So I took the survey. When it came to the mental health
Yeah.
part, we had to either if you were undiagnosed, diagnosed and being treated, or you are in denial. But there should be a part where you simply don't know.
There is don't know.
Because it says there's one that says don't I choose not to answer, but
Hold
it
on,
doesn't.
hold on. There is one for don't know. Oh, you know what? I changed it. I changed it. I
Right.
changed it. I changed it to probably. I changed it to probably and denial. Okay, you know what? You're
Right.
right. So let's see. Oh, so no, undiagnosed. I'm not sure if I have mental health personality. Oh, let me take out the but I may have. Let me take that out. Let me take that out. So the undiagnosed. So that's the
Right.
right
Because there's
one.
some that's undiagnosed that don't know, but
Yeah. Let me Yeah, I'm the one for undiagnosed. So I just changed that so you can go in. Anybody can you can go back in and and change your answers whenever you need to. Miss Elise says
no,
Tanya not nice. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't
you're
know what that
always
means.
nice. Unless
Um
somebody's being mean, that's when you're not nice. But
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
lovely.
I
That's
don't,
all.
I don't, yeah, I don't like assigning myself to certain characteristics because we're human and we're
Right.
multi layered. So sometimes I'm nice, sometimes I'm not so nice. You know, it depends. But I take care of myself first and foremost, and I try to be and do what is in the best interest of the greater good. And sometimes the greater good
Yes.
is a person needs to get cussed out.
Listen, I agree. I agree because sometimes you try to do your best, and then all of a sudden, fan.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, I guess
but
my
no,
best
that's all I
wasn't
wanted.
good enough. Yeah.
But that's all I wanted, and
So
I'm
Miss
really looking forward
Alize is
to
saying,
session.
you're not a nice person. Baby girl, call in and call me and tell me why you feel I'm
Oh
not a nice
Lord,
person. Call in. Well, thank you so
they done
much,
got you
Roxanne
started.
Shante.
You're welcome.
All right. Love you, girl. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So let me tell you all a little bit about what it is that we're going to be discussing inside of the group, what the outline is, right? So here, let me all right. So we're going to be talking about so during week 1 we're going to do introductions about self-love and setting intentions. So we're going to meet one another. This is going to be a behind the scenes sister circle where we're going to provide support to one another. So we're going to give our introductions, we're going to set our intentions, we're going to start journaling. Week 2, we're going to work on mindfulness, self awareness. We're going to work on cultivating self compassion. We're going to work on knowing the difference between self esteem and self love. We're going to be talking about overcoming self doubt and fear, forgiveness and self love, authenticity and self love, boundaries and self love, gratitude and self love, positive self-talk. I have an exercise where we're going to get rid of the negative voices in our heads. We're going to be reflecting on self-love. There's a lot that we're going to be talking about techniques and cultivating, and we're also going to gear it towards you specifically and what's going on in your life. There's space for about 10 women. So I want about anywhere between 10 and 15 women. Anything more than that, and we might have to have two cohorts. So I want there to be 10 women, right? So Alize is from the Philippines. Alize, come on up and talk to us. And Jamele is saying, why you look like you just stepped off the bus from The Color Purple? You know, it's because Whitney, what's her name? Oh my gosh. The one who played Celie. I'm having a brain freeze right now. She's a relative of mine. So my face, if you look at Whoopi Goldberg, that's her name. If you look at Whoopi Goldberg and my face, you'll see that we look very much alike. We're relatives. So, So yeah, so there's that. So yeah, absolutely. And I have Negroid features. You know, I have beautiful Negroid features that are robust. So yeah. I could look like any black woman who was from The Color Purple or not. And plus Oprah is very wealthy, so please tell me I look like her. Tell me I look like her. And so there's other things that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about actualization, spirituality. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. So let's see. So I have we're going to be doing icebreakers. We're going to be having discussions about what's going on in our lives. We're going to be doing family mapping, and how our families and the things, the dynamics have cultivated where it is that we are. We're going to talk about what being truthful looks like with yourself and other people. We're going to talk about fear. Um, fear, oh, hold on. Hold on. We're going to talk about, let's see. We're going to talk about anger, fear, sadness, blame, guilt. We're going to be talking about people pleasing. We're going to be talking about lying to ourselves and other people and what true authenticity looks like. Right. So yeah, so yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot that we're going to be going over. So we're going to be doing this most likely for 3 months. And so it's going to be an amazing way to really get to know other women, to work on whatever issues may be going on inside your life behind the scenes. Alize, girl, call in. The phone lines are open. The number is right here, 323-488-3149. Is Jamila still having problems? Jamila, you can call in as well. Jamila, call in. You know, you can interact with me live. So Beauty is going to Johns Hopkins and is going through something major. So listen, send some powerful, loving vibrations out to Beauty. What time are you going through your thing, Beauty? Because we can have a Zoom tomorrow. If you need some support, because it's a little late right now and I have something that I have to go do. So let us know what time you're going to be doing that, and let me know if you want to have a Zoom before your thing so that we can provide you some emotional support. So Petty's daughter's birthday, yes, absolutely. So the survey, the link is in the description of the video. You can even look on Facebook or come out to the comments and you can see. So right now we have, hold on, there's a call coming in. You're on Air Live with Tonya. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yes, hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Belinda.
Hey, Belinda. So what's your question? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kansas City.
All right, so talk to me. What's your question this evening?
You know, I really don't have a question. I'm calling to tell you that I absolutely love you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate
that's it.
that.
I don't have a question. I called. I said, you know, I saw the number up there. I said I'm gonna call Tonya and tell her that I love her.
Oh, Oh, that's wonderful. Are you going to are you thinking about joining the sister circle, the TKO sister circle?
I just turned this on, so I really didn't know what it was about too much, but I would love to join the sister circle. I would love to join
Yeah,
the
so you know
sister
what?
circle.
Take
That's
the survey. The link is in the description of this video. Take the survey so I can know what your needs are, what your financial capability is, which day of the week and time, and the duration that you would most like. So let me
okay.
know. Okay?
Okay, Tanya, I'll do that. Thank you so much.
All right, Mama. Talk to you later.
Bye bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Jada. I'm currently in Missouri right now.
Hey, we got Missouri in the building. What's your question, baby girl?
Okay, so I'm a truck driver. So my question is, will the Zooms be recorded for playback, or will I actually need to really be in there?
You know,
Because my
because it's
schedule
so,
fluctuates as a truck driver.
you know what? I have a feeling that even as a truck driver, that when you set the intention to do something on a particular day and time, that you will be able to do that. And so, because it's going to be so intimate, they're not going to be recorded because the things that we're going to be talking about are going to be so personal and so private. Because when I talk about creating transformation in our lives, I am serious about creating transformation. And I am well trained to be able to assist you on your transformational journey. So, we're going to be doing some deep, deep work. And so, I have a feeling that if you set the intention for a certain day, even though your schedule fluctuates, I have a feeling that you will set the intention and be able to organize around it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Will there be course materials or books?
You know what? I'm on the fence because there's one book that I think is a really great guide that we can read, but the book is a Christian book and you know that I'm not Christian. And so it takes
Yeah.
some maneuvering to navigate around the Christian languaging that's inside of the book.
Right.
So I'm thinking that there will not be a book for this go round. However, I may be writing a book soon. You know what I mean? I may be writing
Yeah.
a book
Yeah. Like
soon.
a book or workbook to go along with it for the next one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. 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 Exactly.
I agree with you on the non-religious aspect. Yes, I am non-religious, spiritual
Yeah.
but non-religious.
Exactly. So that's why I'm kind of like, because I will probably just really just go each week with sharing, letting us know where we're at, talking, and coming up with activities during the live, during the Zoom that we can do to really dive in deep to some of our programming and create some shifts and change. And if need be, I may create, like recordings, like hypnotherapeutic recordings for you to listen to during the week or something like that. It depends. So we really need to just kind of go through it and see, how.
Okay,
Mhm. All right, my
sounds like
dear.
a plan. All right, let me fill out my survey and finish it out.
Okay, thank you. All right.
All right, thank you.
All right. So, there was a call that was just coming in. You can call back in now. Let me send a message to the person I'm supposed to be meeting. Just let them know I'm gonna be a little bit late. Okay. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Tonya. My name is, well, I go by NT. I'm in the chat as Robo Tobar. But
Okay.
I did have hey, I did have a question
Mm-hmm.
and, oh, well, actually two questions, but we could do the first one first. So my first question is regarding, I think, the mental health question on there. And
Yeah.
so when I had filled out the survey, I put, I think the last one, which is kind of like almost like the opt-out one, because I didn't feel like any of the other choices reflected me.
Tell me
And
what you think
so,
reflects better. Tell me what I missed because I thought I covered everything, but tell me so I can know.
well, well, for me, I've always had like a therapist. I always thought, mental health is very important. I don't think you have to be having an episode to see someone's professional to kind of help you, navigate through life, right? It's just another tool in your toolkit. So, but other than that, I don't have any diagnoses or any mental illnesses
So
or
then that's
anything
the
like that.
first
I'm
one. You
pretty
have no diagnoses. Let me tell you the reason for that question
okay.
is because I want to get a sense for where you are in your mental health journey. Have you been diagnosed? Have you even seen a therapist? Have you seen a therapist and have no diagnosis? Do you have diagnosis and you're not being treated? Are you afraid to be treated? So these are things that I really need to know as a life coach, because coaching and therapy are different things. For the people who answer that you're scared or you're in denial, you don't have to be worried about the answers that you put on there. It's really just for me to get a sense of where it is that you are, because if you're scared, because I want people to know that you can go to therapy and be in coaching simultaneously. It works very well together, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do agree with you on that. I think you kind of mentioned it briefly about how I think someone had responded. They were kind of like uncertain on what they needed assistance with. I think
Hmm.
I'm one of those people that had just kind of postponed it because when I do have coaching or I do hire people for coaching, I do like to have a very clear objective on what I would like to have assistance with. So I do appreciate you kind of like pointing that out, that there should be some forethought that's made before you kind of like hire someone for their services, just so you're having the best use of both your times.
Hmm.
And my second question was pertaining to the scholarship component of it.
Yeah.
So I, you know, unfortunately, I don't need assistance financially should I be selected to participate in this program, but I'm very excited for the possibility of probably, well, not even the possibility, but the opportunity to sponsor another sister who is interested. So I really hope that if you are going to provide scholarships, that you do give your knockouts or people who are open to donating an opportunity to donate so that we can
Yeah, that's
aid
how we're
those
going
who
to
may
do
not have
it.
the resources.
That's how we're going to do it. However, I need, so the person truly has to be in need of the assistance, because when we had the was it the I think it was the when we were coming into the new year, when we had our new year event, there were people who gave their money for people to be sponsored who did not show up. They didn't show up.
Mm,
And so they
okay.
took the space of someone who could have shown up. So the person truly has to be in need, and they truly, truly, truly have to want to invest in themselves. This is part of the reason that I ask so many questions, so I can see where a person's mind is at. So, like, if there's somebody who is saying that they need financial assistance, but then I ask them what is it that they want to work on in the group, and they answer, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know what my I'm not considering a person like that. I don't want to give that away. So let me be quiet, because that's my secret for why I
Hmm.
asked those questions on the survey. So I didn't mean to say it. I talk too much sometimes. I talk too much. I talk too much. I said too much.
No, I totally get it. No, I totally get it. You definitely don't want people's time wasted or their resources, right? So no, I totally
Right.
get that point.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate you doing your due diligence on that. And any way I can help, I definitely want to contribute. Should you open that
I
lane up.
will. As soon as
Um,
as soon as we as soon as we get the people down pat, I'm going to open it up for knockouts to be able to contribute scholarships for other ladies. So absolutely. Absolutely.
okay,
And
awesome. And that's it.
no one will know who the scholarship recipient is. We're all going to be there on equal footing.
No, I think that's important because one,
Yeah.
why do you care? I don't understand the importance if someone's on the scholarship or not. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. They're there.
Yeah. There's
We're
another
all
call
there for
coming in,
help
so
or to move on.
let me jump and grab this call real quick. So thank you so much. Love you, girl.
Hmm. Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right. You're on Air Live with Tonya. What's your name and where you calling
I'm
from?
going to open it up for. My name is Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from San Antonio, Texas, by way of Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm from North
Okay.
Carolina
So we
originally.
got Texas and North Carolina in the house. So talk to us, Kimberly.
Yeah, I just wanted you to know that after living a life um, of being with a woman for several years, up until a year and a half ago, I had lost my partner, and I went to therapy and counseling, and I just want people to know that it is quite possible to change. I
Mm.
prayed to God about it, and following therapy, 3 years of therapy, I am now getting married, first time with a man on May 5th, and he has brought me a great deal of joy. So I had put it in your
Oh,
comments, and I just
okay.
wanted to just let folks know that beautiful things can really happen.
Yeah, you know what
Beautiful
I
things
think,
can
but
really, really
but you know
happen.
what I think. So listen, each person has to be in a space mentally, emotionally, where they can receive that. Not everybody can receive that, and you have to just meet people where they are. There's some people who do not believe that there's anybody out there, and that's their truth. And no matter what it is that you say, they're not going to believe it because that's their truth. It's hard to argue with a person's reality. So,
Yeah, and I actually went to after going to therapy, I'm a life coach for those
mm,
who are experiencing homelessness. I help them find jobs.
oh,
And
nice. That is
I've
so
been doing that for
beautiful.
5 years. And I think, giving back was the first step. I managed group homes for several years, for 10 years, for bipolar schizos, and they actually had mental health diagnoses also.
Mm.
So I just think God just finally gave me an opportunity to be loved because it is really, I'm
You know
excited.
what?
It's
Write to me
new,
behind the
and
scenes because I have a knockout who is displaced. So and facing under housing right now. So yeah, so write me, go to tanyatko.com, click on contact and send me a message so that I could at least have your information because there are so many people out there who are in different stages. So absolutely, I really really appreciate that.
one last thing I want to tell you.
Mhm.
The name of the place I work is called Haven for Hope, and it's a transitional center. I have 679 people I serve. I'm a job coach for 670 something people. It was 1,200 before COVID. And I would love to give you the information. I have people that come from all kinds of states because we turn no one away. And we help them to get a doorknob, an apartment, a job, and deposit in first month's rent.
That's beautiful. Well, you know what? Send me a
And they all
message.
live there, and they all live there. They live right where we're serving them. We give them housing and food, 3 meals, medication, therapy,
Who's
all of
how
that.
are you all being funded?
We are actually, there was a gentleman that made a decision to promise to give back to San Antonio. He was sleeping at night. His wife woke him up and said, hey, do a homeless shelter. And he made a decision to say, hey, I'm not going to ask anybody in San Antonio. He asked other companies away from San Antonio. So San Antonio gave his best.
Oh,
And that was very
nice.
smart of him.
Yeah, you know what? you know what? I think that I will probably do something like that in the future, as soon as my money gets big enough, because I want to do like seeing those girls. Like those girls deserve a chance. You know what I mean? They like the
Yeah.
girls I saw on the side of the highway. They deserve a chance. They deserve someone who
And you know
cares
what?
about them.
I tell them to
Mm-hmm.
work. I say work the cuckoo out of me, and they laugh. But sometimes it takes 3 years, and the place has been open for 9 years, and some people have been there 9 years because we don't tell
Mm.
anybody to leave.
Oh, nice. How beautiful. Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
But such a pleasure meeting you. I listen to what you said. And sometimes I'd be like, boy, is she my sister or what? I mean, like some of the things you say, it just reminds me of so much of what I tell other people.
They want to know
But
the
I will
name of your
definitely leave.
program again. You said Haven for Hope?
It's called Haven for Hope.
Yeah, Haven
Haven
for
for
Hope in
Hope.
San Antonio. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually a video that's called like fixing the boundaries of homeless, and it's kind of came out last year, but I'm actually on that video. I'm doing a class in that video, but I will definitely send you my information, and I think that you never know, it might be someone that I can help there, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much. Let me see what time it is. Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you so much. You have a great evening.
You too. Bye bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, let me check the Apple real quick. I heard that one just came in. Hey, Paulina says support always. Thank you so much, my dear. And then just let me know if you needed to do that live the Zoom tomorrow before your thing so that we can be of a support to you. I didn't catch the time that you said that you would be available tomorrow. So phone lines are open 323-488-3149. Let me check the surveys. So let me check and see. It looks like 25 responses have come in. Let me check what you all have said. So 25 responses have come in. One person said they're not interested. They went to the survey to say they're not interested. All right then. All right. All right. So it looks like the day that most people are available is on a Sunday. Let's see. The time is around 8 p.m., 7 p.m., or 6 p.m. So it looks like you all are available between 6 and 8 on a Sunday. Most people want, it looks like 90-day or 60-day coaching. So 7 people answered for 90-day coaching, 7 people answered for 60-day coaching. So it's going to be one of those. And then most people said they can afford $99 a month. 3 people said $199. 3 people said they're not willing to invest. Let's see. 13 people said they do not need scholarship. 12 people said they do need scholarship. In terms of the assistance, it looks like they would need $50 per month of assistance. The people who are ready to get started, okay, oh, I missed that call. You can call back again. It looks like most people are ready to get started in May. Most people are ready to get started in April. Some people are ready to get started in May. 2 people are not sure when they'll be ready, and 4 people said they're ready right now. Abuse, the link is in the description of the video, so you can take the survey that way. So I see some people who have answered, what do they want assistance with? Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing that. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at these age range 41 to 45, 31 to 35, 36 to 40. So it looks like we're a group between 30 and 45, which is in line with the demographic of my audience. People who are part of the text squad. 5 people said they'd like to join. 13 people said no. 5 people said yes. All right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm going to take one more call. Somebody was calling in. Please call back now. If you need to call in and ask a question, please. There is no age limit. There is no age limit for either young or old, as long as you are able to invest the time. If you have the money or you're able to get a scholarship, then you're in like Flynn, as long as you're willing to really do the work, because it requires, your transformation is not a passive job. It is active. I will be coaching. I will be coaching, and I will be leading the group. So I will be doing that. And so this is for people who are familiar. The ideal person is a person who has had therapy or who is currently in therapy, someone who is familiar with who I am, and you feel confident that I am able to guide you on a 60 or 90-day journey, meeting once a week, a person who is willing to open up and willing to invest in themselves, t- time-wise, willing to show up for yourself, willing to show up each week, willing to be vulnerable, willing to be open. Yeah, so those are the things that Those are the things that the ideal candidate is someone who is ready and you feel that I'm the person to guide you on this journey. That's the ideal person. Blue says, will you ever find yourself displaced again, Tonya? Nobody knows what the future may hold. Displacement happens for many different reasons at different junctures in people's lives. So there are any number of things. Many people are just one fire away from being displaced. Some people, listen, we had some banks that have collapsed over this past week. So it's like it can happen to anybody. When I was displaced for a dream. And so I was in Los Angeles going after the dream that I'm living right now. And so anybody can become displaced. Anyone. There's so many different things that can happen. Medical emergencies, a sick parent, house burned down, bank collapse, litigation, being unlawfully terminated, being put out of a house where somebody else is paying the bills, um, mental health issues. Let's say listen, a person can lose their child and their mental health can decline so rapidly that they just go out onto the street. They just get up, walk out, and go out onto the street. I mean, I don't think that I see that you think that was funny, like you put some emojis up, but displacement is not funny. Pain and trauma is not fucking funny. And you're a human being just like I'm a human being, and you could play games and troll online if you want to, but that's not fucking funny. And I know that the universe comes full circle, so play if you want to, but it's not a fucking joke. It's not a fucking joke. You just heard a woman say that she has over 600 people in one city, in one state, in one country. Over 600 people. And she said it was 1,200 before the pandemic. Fuck around and find out. Play with it. Play with it and see if it's as funny as you think it is. See if it's as funny as you think it is. See. And so Tati is saying that I am trans femme and I was introduced to your channel through the trans talk and she agrees with respecting female spaces. I appreciate that. You're on your live with Tonya. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Shalia calling from New Orleans.
Hey, Shalia, baby.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm fine. Talk to me. So what's your question this evening? This is live Q&A about the Sister Circle.
Okay, so my question was about the amount that we are able to put in. I did put $99. However, with the sponsor of what I would need, I did put 45 and unsure because I am just getting back on my feet. And when you were saying about the displacement, I took that very seriously because, as you know, I had my daughter when she was 25 weeks. So I didn't work since she was born, basically. I've been home. And I just started working, so I'm getting back on my feet. Of course, her father is in her life, and he has been holding up the house. So I guess my question is, how would that go if it's not $99 that I can fund? How would that work?
So the question is how much are you willing to invest, right? And then the next question is, do you need financial assistance? And then it asks how much assistance you need. So
Right. And I put 45, but 99 is a pretty odd number. So if it was 100 and I can do 50, would that be?
So you're on the text notification squad then?
Yes, correct.
Because the text notification squad got a different survey than the general public. So how it would work is most likely we're going to be doing uh, uh, $50 scholarships or $100 scholarships, depending. I'm thinking that based on what people's needs are, that the group is going to be $149 per month. That's what I'm thinking it's going to
Hmm.
be. And so for the
Okay.
people who need a particular amount, we just have to do the subtraction, but we also have to have the contributors, the sponsors that are contributing.
Right.
So the people who have need, what I'm probably going to do is probably going to just send a survey out for you all to answer why are you in need, and then also see, if there may be some sort of work exchange that you're
Hmm.
willing to do, or what your skills may be, or whatnot. But so how it would work is I'm going to put a call to action to the base.
Hmm.
And so we're going to put a call to action for a certain amount of money, and that money. So once we figure out, so I'm thinking that it's going to be $149 because that's between 199 and 99, because
Hmm.
there's 20 people who are able, if there are 30 people who are able to pay 99, and there are 10 people that are able to pay 199, and I want 10 people to be there, I'm going to price it right in the middle so that I don't get all 20, because I don't want all 20 there. I want us to have a really small intimate group, right?
Right.
So I'll put a call to action for contributors to sponsor people. And then once we get the sponsors, I'll know how many people we can sponsor.
Okay. And you saying that you want the group to be small and intimate. How would you go about choosing the people that's inside the group?
Well, um, everybody is going to have a personal interview. Everybody's identity is going to be verified before they come into the group. And so everyone is going to have a personal one on one interview where I interview you. And based on the interview and my assessment of your readiness for coaching, you'll be entered into the group, because not everybody is ready for coaching. You know what I mean? I'm just going to
Right.
ask some questions, and I know what questions to ask.
Right. Okay. Sounds good to me. I know that I've went through therapy and I've wanted to make changes within myself. I just hadn't picked the right therapist. So I'm on the journey of finding a therapist that actually, I guess, can understand me and not agree with everything that I say, because I know that every situation that I talk about, I'm not always right.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, every
Oh my
therapist is
gosh.
like, yeah,
I'm
you're
late. I'm
right.
late. I'm late from my thing. Oh my goodness. No, I feel you. Go to Psychology Today and look for a therapist. Phone lines are closed right now.
Hmm.
So listen, my
Okay.
dear, thank you so much for calling in. I'm waiting to hear back from Paula to see what time she wants to do the Zoom tomorrow. Paula, send me a
Okay.
message so I know what time you want to do the Zoom, and then we'll come and we'll be a support to you before your thing tomorrow. All right? And then so that's what a
Love you.
sisterhood circle is all about, being there for one another. All right? So listen, I love you too, and I will see you all in the next video. If you see this video after I'm off, you can take the survey and then just let me know where you're at in terms of mental space, financial capability, all of that. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much, Shalia.
Alrighty. Goodbye.
All right. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming out. I'm jumping off of here. I have an appointment that I was supposed to be at 8 o'clock, and now it's after 8:30. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. Write your SLL in the comment section. For me, the self-love lesson for me from today's video is really about listening to the call and stop delaying. Just really tapping into a thing that you have a passion for, and stop letting your gift, because remember when I became displaced because I was on a journey to be able to live the dream that I have right now, to write my book, and I went through all of these trainings to be able to assist people on their journey. I got trained in past life regression, certified clinical hypnotherapist. I got trained as a life coach. I got trained in neurolinguistic programming. And I went through all of this training. And when I closed my business because I didn't want my song to die inside of me. However, with me not having coaching and not doing retreats and stuff like that, my talent is laying at inside of me unused. And so I want to be able to just really just lay out, you know how like a surgeon, I want to open up the folder of my capabilities and precisely with precision help you cut out what has been ailing you in your life. However, healing is something that you do on yourself. I cannot heal anybody. I can provide the tools. We can talk, we can reveal some things, because sometimes things are laying right there at the surface and we don't really know what our programming is. Like even for me, like I called the I used the word niglet in my video, and somebody was like, that's an anti-black sentiment. And they said it and it clicked. And I was like, you know what? It's because sometimes you're just programmed. You're in this program and you're not aware of the program. And sometimes you just need a small conversation, a small refocusing, a shift, and it becomes so aware. Like sometimes we just move like on autopilot and we don't realize. So anyway, listen, I will see you all in the next video. Hey Australia, hey Her Story, hey everybody, I will see you all in the next video. Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Type your self-love lessons below, and my self-love lesson is to give my gifts while I'm here. Tomorrow is not promised. So let my training come out from the inside. I'm a very well-trained person. And, there can always be more training. And when we talk, I will then learn what is the need that people have and how do I prepare myself to meet that need. I'll see you all in the next video. Tonya TKO, and I am out.